The Oscars are on Sunday. I think Michael Knowles is actually co-hosting the Oscars this year. Yeah. So I watched I watched Moonlight last night, which is kind of favored to win because it's got a black, gay, poor kid, I guess. Is there any other victim category that he is in? I can't remember. But it's about a gay kid in the ghetto. And so I thought I better watch it. And, you know, this is really interesting. And this does apply. This is relevant to the politics we're going to talk about in a minute. You know, there's so much good stuff in this movie. The acting is on a level I haven't seen in a long time. The acting is spectacular. The writing is tense and brilliant and all this stuff. It's really condensed. And it's touching, you know, it's touching. This poor kid basically lives in a culture that has no room for who he is, has no room for gay people. Let's take a look. You know, this is Barry Jenkins wrote it, and it's got this guy, Marshala Ali, who plays a drug dealer who is kind to this young boy. It has a singer in it named Janelle Monáe, whom I've never seen before. I have seen her because she was in House of Cards. But she's spectacularly beautiful, just an unbelievably beautiful young lady. But Ali, here's a scene where Ali is talking to the young man who everybody but the kid knows that he's gay, basically. And this drug dealer has found some kindness in his heart for him. Nope. We've lost it?
No, it's gone.
I've been here a long time. But I'm from Cuba. A lot of black folks in Cuba. You wouldn't know that from being here, though. I was a wild little shorty, man. Just like you. Running around with no shoes on, the moon was out. This one time, I run by this old lady. I was running, hollering, cutting a fool, boy. This old lady, she stopped me.
Hello.
She said, running around, catching aboard that light. In moonlight, black boys look blue. You blue. That's why I gonna call you. Blue.
So that's kind of the theme of the movie, that, you know, people's identities are what we see as opposed to, you know, the way they're treated. All the talent that went into this thing, it is vanishingly small. I mean, if this thing were a subplot on The Wire, on a huge TV show with a story and adventure and excitement and interest and narrative drive, and this thing, you'd say, oh, that was kind of an interesting little subplot. To make this into a movie shows you that the movies are becoming moribund. They're dying. And I've said this before, that when an art form starts to die, it separates into character studies with themes and interest and entertainments, right? They can't make a movie that has interest and plots. It's very hard to. A movie like Hell or High Water, which had a plot, had a theme, was interesting. They can't make those movies very much anymore because the form is dying, and so it begins to particleize. This is for an audience of 10 people. There must be 10 people in America who want to sit for 2 hours and stare at this movie, and yet they spent millions on it, and it took up space in the theaters that could have gone to a movie of more general interest. It's nominated for the Oscar, and maybe the racial, social justice warriors have bullied the Oscars enough where they're going to give it to this tiny little picture. It's not to detract from what it is. It's just nothing.